yen we chakamot we ko winto we be dai ne kene we ba ke we be yungo wa pinga missing ku introduction ba kan lo we ko be benala we ko to man we tier ku ber a conversation that we will have with Maketh Kuer Koor tenan ko ni chen ter watch a documentary ku kan lo kam da won Maketh bia ke ka lo cake kuni ko le ko wa be jam ka ju wa be jam business wa be jam pir pan Junuba Sudan ku wa jam ka winto ke lo so yon we ping music ku tam ga ba chier ma ke ga nya ken ga rane yi ko ke klon ke chol ke los boy Kenya ku yen kanang the legacy park so ka gi be wa ke jam ne ko la ya buro kwa buro won benang ke be ko nyin ku na ja gong media ka we ko winto we da ya then it will be part of the nin be ben ke yen ga be ato chiman je we getting Ding Akwe has been going live in Juba, and I will be doing the same thing wherever I am. So, we check a lot, young whipping music. Hey, and Apiat Maketh Kuer Koor, welcome in Jamot Kudwan.
Thank you, Jang Deng Chango.
Hey, and Apiat Tenankoi win ke Bikan Yich, I will actually want Banang a bit of time with your own words. But I hear a math, Maketh Kubujabelo. We will go into Kuwe Koiping ya Wabanang, a very good business oriented casual conversation. We are marathon jengen tong langilito bara jira ku bujala.
You know, Jang Deng Chango, it's for the opportunity invited to your platform. And John Maketh Kuer Koor, and law United States in 2004. At that time, we are not Nairobi, Anato School. I want the opportunity by the US, Japan, and Japan to the United States. Like so many lost boys, I went and joined college. In the process on Tower and college, I decided to Badu Kenya, but some ideas about betting kayaking that they can be able to help me build into the future. So one of the things on betting real estate. So around 2009, I came to Kenya for Boko. I bought a piece of land. I own a piece of land can I do US and one friend of mine chol kun chol mangai jabe ti kulwela ekduone lo Kenya ken lo di, so I explained it to him. I want to chi chol belel kulel in market. Can I join hand with you kubuku ken buku lo itok go a little kayen. I want after a week kajibela du chen kulwela yen I think can I chill lo cam go woro. We need more hand to help. So what a group of about 14 people I took about approach. I want 14 people go and you will approach. Can will go on a certain day. ale bene kolon chwer we piny go ayen ku chol ja ko ko ro la we ko tawtin so ten chi chol bele ule yen kene chike chirable wala gabrale. It's just a matter of being consistent. In that process also we are nguri to school and betok with my bachelor degree kuba roll back for my master degree, which was environmental studies with emphasis on sustainability. Awan betok ke nge daman chuo na chu beton woni chol koy ko on kero wa ke be belo any father.
When China so.
So it took us about Kirun Kadro to build that house. Lekin on your second project jo bela ben, people were willing to join us. Yenga jibe kadang centerpiece. So what you were put together, we put a team of about 40 something people in a duration of 4.5 years. What we were mobilized, we built that facility in Nakuru today. I want taking a bet up. The other group of people ben ku Iran ku le yen. I want to be able to do something that is not part of the group. So in a you ben nyal with the idea of individual owned properties, but with a share infrastructure. Chairman, ye parking lot, ku ye playing ground, ku ye char alu ke join, but ngada one day. So undua ye rodu. So yen ke project yen ja in parliament jam wo. So last year Anjibe we moved to Africa. So Anjito in Africa for about kichi year and some month. So aja we travel out and law outside the country, Jaman wan chala China, kula law Australia. But my base in Morgejo Benke Kenya trying to implement this project in Luoyman.
Yeah, no, loy what documentary centerpiece kujala on channel bakeri China's bila loy. One of the major problem to ngakachi ko kebetijon. First of all, lech banade yen yung yen kegala loy Kenya. Ku na that was now on would coach during the inauguration. Anan koko kibela indurgule ye koi ke de lost boy you can know you can know they could have just okay jot ke which was not a true story but a reaction on kene ke nyinebla cheer. So you find that Kenyan were more of a business minded. They wanted to know how did you achieve this, what was needed, and so a conversation was totally different. If you can go into that mindset, what is our mindset, and what led to Walker? We look at the negative and not pay attention to the positive aspect of the story, and try to generate even further complication. Chabo handle word.
Jack, in reality, KL confirm for you is that kwa chira call on achieve some activities check bad will we ka look generate 100% by the lost boys.
I'm aware.
Ada where to I think before I jog chok North Dakota activists North Dakota and I jog chok good enough. What are some members of our organization though in North Dakota that put their money in that they can confirm hey, we can watch you will go about you know. I want to go to Melbourne. Good enough, voting a member in Melbourne, a part of us that can confirm that you will get out in you know. So, Kira Loy, I think the major problem a background be within the society. You know, Ki Choi within a jack, I catch with you on them to be it out in the Beraloy, Kawina Cheto. So, are the opportunity to, but there with Kawini and you want no. is your directive block. Who can
Hello,
yang ai cho
welcome to this
budgeting.
documentary. I'm Maketh Kuer Koor of Edge Media.
It.
I'm traveling
I
to
think
town
that
of my career where I'll meet.
Go on.
uh, so key and chuku bay when how we did it is that work away societies in a jackman at the complex he could do it away South Sudanese, and I think part of the problem the environment you grow up in. Okay, you grow up in a culture whereby young at the otike and your life is doing well. This monetary system actually talking about our local opportunity you whereby we get into this monetary system. We basically went as workers. So we went to the situation whereby a Jack is doing well, Kenny Lontinde, Maketh Kuer is doing well, Kenny Lontinde. So the idea was the idea, how do we build a generation well? And building a generation well, it requires something that will have a low risk. Although it might have a low return, okay, something that has a low risk. Okay, something that gives you a low risk, okay, real estate. We about the Kenya, whereby our risk is low, we can do it over time. Who will think one? You can take out a very small budget. Good small budget, you show where it go to make the money. So it took us about 4.5 years. In 4.5 years, which will be you are we win be able to build almost about 20 unit individual houses. So akeda I deliberate why we did it that way. But the most important thing to you in that process, which two things I took achieve, which is the knowledge of technical know-how, how to commission and manage the project, you could gain in that process. One of the most important. Another thing you could gain a reputation that we are capable. Yeah, yeah. We as an organization, yeah, wouldn't capability to be able to manage something and to be successful. So man, we di jamane ating Paul Kagame, lu ye ko ga yo lu yen, lu kia ka ba ga ti en ba ga ti lu wu ko to no. Ga ba le wu ku na to char ko. Wu ku na to musej pa ko. Wu ku ato pa na kim ko. So are we a complex society whereby public resources, we can be able to pull public resources, we are doing something that a common good for us, is society. So I think that kind of thinking, could do is South Sudanese, whereby how do we build something that can secure a public interest? And I think that was a part of reasoning in sabotage anything I did.
Allora ande belwele la in Maketh kulwele the story when I actually did a documentary about it. The story is a very unique one. Even me can do a story on. Can it be attributed to already Chaya established when it wala cave? But one major thing that I came to realize that make it unique, as a society, one of rare cases of a collective success. While it is there is individual and an individual success whereby Maketh can succeed academically, in business-wise, and in terms of social life and everything. But to make it as a group is a milestone. But what were the challenges? What were the most challenges that you face? But one advantage, can I say that could have contributed to success doing how connected you were to the ground and how you often travel to the ground. Can that be disputed?
Not really, because what I usually do, if you think the failure of so many project or common project in South Sudanese is not always about a corruption as people say it, but it's always about incompetence. For example, in a Jagman, in the book yen way the man could go and do this one for us. But because you are not going to do the due diligence, whatever you're going to find on the ground is going to take advantage of those resources. So that room in a case allowed. For example, when we were building the apartment,
Mm-hmm.
I might come during the painting phase. I will come and paint one apartment in my presence. So I know if it take about 15 containers of paint, which is about 15 gallon,
Mm-hmm.
which and one container a gallon,
Mm-hmm.
then I know the other 8 unit, they are going to take 15. I keep it there because they are the same inside. So I charge kung yege 8 unit ka buli paint in my absence, I can yege 15 gallon ke bega jor, and that 15 gallon it costs X amount of money. So key and chokon is a resource on Japan. I guide them jealously to make sure that I chikaloinum. So until Baran incompetent, teacher and Ben family member and he need a job who incompetent, I will not be able to give them a job. I have to get somebody that's competent.
Now, one of the major thing that is dragging some of us in this area of entrepreneurship, and I'm one of them. Koi winto ke kenang that fear. Fear yelula kacham kakwa. How did you manage that? Kacham kakwa, even though I can that to some people it can be very intimidating, and even though these people of members of the team are not saying that, because society have developed a mindset whereby you are able to create something that existing kugal tonga keke ko an chugo chagua pinga awu ka boy junub alo ku ka daga los boy you know, and all this, how were you able to manage and to close your ears and manage that? It would.
The construction, it show. In the Bakoy we and Bakoy we and but at the end of the day you have to deliver. It has to be seen.
Go on, jeng lo la ka
I
che
can't seen but then yeah. I can't seen but then the other part of it is what is being seen, is it worth that money is supposed to be in there? Chimanina Jackie layman. If are you going to low on the ground can zing pingwache when amara? When you got 100,000, you can tell it doesn't worth 100,000. Yeah, liberty 100,000, you know.
no ma jalgo gama example on chala on chala cha on chala chara doret. We may not say the name of the person, but in you go you show me a video.
Yeah,
Go logo japo. Then that watch
yeah.
was cheap.
Ella leg.
Ela leg, which
Yeah,
mean now no any storm that watch will not survive anything. So that
it will not.
that is another form of corruption.
Yeah, one lion Ben Melbourne, two Kenyan client, Chabela approach kulel ke yena the property na ando kwa bala loy. Awan boku bay ke the shady job yene loy yene foundation gwa boku jaga leke ku jaga le report about the tepe ke dang namtin. Google Maketh angiku lele ke yin, that is why we switch to you. Kurajo we ke loy ke jogo ping. You wouldn't believe it. Kukache quality work. So we have to go in now. Kubuku that structure chit out in buku kwem in order to redo it to come to the standard. So the quality of work and the quality of material can determining factor if the money have been put into the project or go on ya go ngatem cho ya gaidor and doing. Yeah. So kene yene ke one ku kene actually nga lu work affected, especially the diaspora community. Actually only for the South Sudanese, even acha you ke significant severe situation also even among the Kenyans,
diet
whereby you are.
aya we
Mm-hmm,
Nigerian whereby akaye
yeah,
ne la miel aye chu ya la ke jale leben e wo a chi ka to jo vayis ku ka kin lo as planned. So you are right. And now let's come to Lokuda. I was with you when we were. You are very funny human being. I think I have the yeah, watch lots of Coolidge, and then we went to the now Legacy Park. Kayedom.
yeah.
And you were just I think your story one day a very good story to be written. And when you were telling me Jack Tenelet, I would have a lot, now Kulwar Jalwood Katinke Kaj, well, this person must have an issue. And this was just an idea. By that time, you have clients that are promised the land, but they have not promised to build. By that time, you were still collecting people. Why do you believe and succeed? What zeal do you have? What makes you to believe that?
I'm not really a very church going person, but I think a book of Proverbs, the man is what he thinks. Think over and think over that what become you. One of the things I was acutely aware of when I in the United States, I knew that Kuwait society coming from a war-torn country with a population of about 80% illiteracy at the time, there has to be something that we have to do outside our minds, our common thinking, if we have to transform our society to the global scale that we want to, or negaramabio level.
We quite
So
die
this is what,
conversation, please. Look at chair. Okay, sir. Could I don't look at chair when friends, please, because what we are doing today with Maketh, and this is not going to be our first episode. And at the Jagong Media, by the way, we are going to bring a lot of these stories in days to come. So I need you to share with your friends that may be not being following this page. Koche kena kwanchok chana go nanong kebiran be la pioj ka be pioj because pen chibane rune ana wetung na pingen kutaw ne ka kui kanangale war. Go ahead, Maketh.
so can in Jack and Gachan Ben an idea like how do we build a generation wealth in a honest way? Your generation wealth that I jil Maketh Kuer Koor ku jena Jack e Koor ke koi kwa dulu. They will start where we left and they will continue with it. So can the only way you can be able to do that estate. So yang achan be ben on kuye or neighborhood and organized, and then I did the calculation in my head. So the area came around to be almost about 130 homes, which basically owned by the diaspora. If we can be able to manage Brana Ben Bugunde Biyi in this community in the next 5 years, which is very doable, a maximum of about 15 million US dollars in Chukubay from overseas back to Africa. And because Wokai can, it will almost be a dollar for dollar investment. For example, I don't want in Chantin one of them gochen. Kulweran edge miatichi area to. Kawun kene, a chile bagage less than 300 and some thousand.
Dollars.
Kuragaj 300 and some thousand ke almost ke half ke low in. So which mean I check 15 million check it out into that. That mean ke we equity at the time chi project chen to ben ko we equity of about 30 million US dollars. Now, that will be one of the largest amount of resources him to took chi diaspora chi do chen. So can you get okay my driving force in ani choye ajang ding. We are in our final years. Those are our final years. We have to do things that are going to come. Chana loku gupial. Maybe in the next 15 years, 20 years, ke gabu ota ore. You know, you go 15 years ago, we were not happy how we are happy today.
Okay.
I think, yeah. I be another 15 years to because we don't work out the way we work today, 15 years from now. So, period to rane byong chual slowly, by slowly.
15 years from now, I will be 61. So, and you
Yeah. Yeah. So you're not being at it. So yen kito ran yin ki human being akur baya lui play to your strength. Adeng tung yen yale yenin. So de juri cho ayu alwana yelwele wer yinga. Pan jol deng aja nga jedir chaon on chi wen jo jal and people have to start from zero. Ci belel gulero kene ke pel pe ti chewing be pe to nya but yong ni jabel tong other bu choko bi ka bu nan to inda. We are starting a new economy.
So na cha wok jalon ka
But
bel abel abu ka la be ku ka bu ka taw to ku wob to de.
ko bu to de bu to nya bu re ga kure ka bu be o.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to play to your strength. The tutorial lutin I rock ki rock it. Aye ko nyal pingin ri ko nyan ping. Rana wir do day. You see, rana wir do day. So kelebal koi kwa find your strength. You will do it.
Now,
What will make your life to be more impactful in years to come?
okay, jamin ka kegin market. That's a very good like Walkman one in water in Western world. Ku yin man jolin chat. One of the things where when I did my information technology kujala tetunga kacha yoga yen kawaja kero coin. Hey, entrepreneurship workshops whereby the success story become important to the new beginners. And even though the business secrets are not going to be communicated, this is how tell anything ku warian loyal yenaka chan be will succeed. But if you look at the model of business within our communities, I'll give example to Nangdiar or Nalwela Nukul. I'll give example and Nankechirogol on Kenya. Nara Tunkilo Kuchudom the poor originally. Could be Kuoj Basolke. Kuoj meat can products of our own cake online. And the market went out very well. Now, when they call cooking within the community, Goko Belaluchi, Akuyelo, Kuachaldun this week, bottle oil war a Kanye Chimana, the Yen Maketh Kuchi bottle, Chala bottle, Choa, Kuke Chala death at Choy, Kuke Chala Rawa Choy, Kuke Chala Nyola Choy, we mean Maketh, but Bill Nang Peko, Kedi, or Peko Kedia Keche dot ban, which a Keche make a kay. Now, go round the Luindul Kuyaja Dendelmia. Not calculating that, okay, I have sold this year, this one was sold yesterday. Yenan became customer. Young chala lo indul ba ngoy ba nanong basaltum ku jala kok abel nuara kulche che che bela tweet young chana lo ikena liu. So it's a matter of cut, copy and paste. And at the end of the day, it goes like that. Nabi ku yakajitan kabakule and that model, how are we going to? A good chatting man war man jong le state war annual ku yen ke tande ya bare cherka or even a jago man uniform war diore na rod war yanganang uniform ko nganang uniform na war ketem ko ja bela la wa de man the same ga thonga ya leche ben tol man len berlum go ben lum rana ben so elo nyirup to ku bera jor kuleria so there is no progress I can more than 5 years business modality and business interest when Chijal develop. Where is that mindset coming from Kubuwarade?
Jack generation ngadi generation war slowly by slowly as the other generation die out, the new generation form with the new norm. I think generation teron kulele ku bati ku monjang yango. What will be your description of monjang? Ka monjang ka bele ke choti a dignity, a self-respect, not to be taken lightly, to be taken seriously. Inka be a definition of monjang on there, but monjang will die out. We have a new monjang that majority the Kemet did in the West. A monjang to a monjang or immediate gratification. What make you happy right away? Ko man even the scamming lo online. The percentage of South Sudanese percentage ko scam South Sudanese are the high number than any other communities. Scam because you can literally be told we're gonna do this and you get 3 times of what you heard. They will never think twice. That information they will just go with it. So keke is some of the issues. So we are building a society. We have to be a little bit complex than we are. We cannot be this simple. So not only that, our local we need also to think about coal house. Like this product, where are they going to go? We have to think about education. Many 80% of our children are going to school by other communities. Can we invest into education? Is also thinking about the healthcare. Kenya. And then they will just go and overcharge me, and the bill bana jalore ba then I can the bill be regular Kenyan jal Kenyan. So those are the areas we need to start thinking about. We need to be a little bit more complex, kubuku more thought, buku tau into what we are doing. The fear of unknown, I did it, and a part of the problem that will prevent. So when we are more simple, we simplify life, right? But we need to be a little bit complex in our thinking.
Coming back to a issue of business forums. Good na Kenya yelo ko le jengware itia ko aguna na tinge juba nang ni te ko won chinang anang kiosk en chikaloy ku kanang they are deal makers and they there are lots of initiatives that they are doing. Business forums are happening, but tenang our generation, where ben chekelo kuwani yinman ben yelo kulo okay, let's take Maketh as a case study kanichol kunchol kubuka lwel chaman chamukanim. Let's benefit from them. How do they think? What can we learn from them? When are we going to appreciate that? Bunang conferences, Bunang modules that are developed, and you pay. And by the way, there is a new thing in our community. Funny thing, our community reverse thing. Achago women tina nangachika loy chaman loy communities. Pana kawaja. A guest of honor is the one. A guest of honor is paid by the person inviting them. So if you invited me, Pana kawaja kulele ye Nina Jack, you are the guest speaker today.
Yeah.
Maketh Kuer Koor, you are going to be the main speaker in the next business forum. The first thing that they work is that how much am I going to be paid? And how long
Yeah.
am I going to be talking for? And what am I going to be saying? The terms of reference. How long do you need the speech to last for? How many questions am I allowed to answer? Okay, you may speak for 1 hour, and then there will be a town hall conference model whereby workshop will be handled, and then you will be asked questions. Okay, give us your invoice. You will be the one to pay people, you to be paid, so that your public speaking skill can grow and you become a successful business person. Tenankoiko, it is opposite. Maketh, come be a guest speaker, but pay us. You are the one.
Yeah.
Pay us.
Yeah.
So where
Yeah.
are we heading to? Where are we heading to? Local. No.
I think kadang I think jam tongkoi kwa it becomes something that is so much in demand. You have a lot of people who have a lot to say.
Okay.
So I in podium.
You rather
Okay, they feel like they have done you a favor, but image is the quality of what being said.
yes.
Again, man, and in Jacob Bajal man, he lo ba long pay, get Bajali lo different part of the world. Who to tell South Sudanese where the event is. Kuchi yin a jang deng chaka with your name, the opportunity even to be given a chance to say something, because you you get Michael already you get reality, the quality of what is being represented, thing as well. So what is being said? Lakin, I think Australia, I was so proud when Lion Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And really, my brother give me and some of my relatives give me a real very good host. And kicha betong gani yen e pani jing war online pani jing.
When
E
you
gani aga ngadi ben. Pani jing over Australia nga jana ting you don't come with your resources. You know they I go resources can and they give you the time. So Akawan I feel like it was just a missed call.
and
And I think I need a serious time.
let me give that also
Uh,
because America. When every time I've gone to America, I've been treated well. So credit one year. So every I
yeah.
treated well.
Um, America, that so I try ngin but gan jaga even Australia pan jing stood out, which is good. So key I think I really need to be able to find time, even my own resources. Could you have my time? But then really deep discussion one particular Australia.
Mm-hmm.
There's really a very huge opportunity to kind of work it in it. Even a man project getting a logo in a jack. We don't recruit, we don't advertise. And the reason why we don't do that is because talking about money is something like a taboo in our culture.
Mm-hmm.
So some of my relatives were like, jamu ko ruaere de jaret. Lakin wan chan kang jo aloy benade ka ke nyin chak loy ko chi ruai ga ya.
Mm-hmm.
Jo ting ba dengla lew kul kara. Ka jo tiya pyo kara ke jo lo le kwal ba lo randi, why not? Chan le randi in depth man yana kore apyo. Chan ge loy is wo kala ne re. A ja ben ku ben ku le yen loy wo ken ka lo wo ke. Ka lo ko bu lo yin. We surprise ourselves with the outcome. The kichukuloy in the term of quality, kujoya cost control. So I think, man, we are comfortable that we should be able to take that message out more.
Maketh, and one thing that anang kicha gol to gwen ku ka kin ku be, you know, two areas anang the pyramid scheme. Ayene ko ayene ke vulnerable to more than anything. Agutio anang the crypto. Achene ko kana vulnerable to because I heard that there are some people here ben kulele yen awuku ku kaba kala ta online ku ka be ko du ku ka within a matter of time a be lip ka ke tira bi ka be na lo ku legi chen trading skill that money is gone. Now, very low we were pyramid scheme. I have reported, and Tungcha reported, and Tungcha investigated in South Dakota when I was still with SBS. When Tungcha low by it, and a pyramid scheme become a concept where people are so vulnerable. Kunaja logo ya palinian pen, there was a woman by it, and Tingcha it and almost 4 point something million eating a correction. And our Lord ku South Sudanese a chamawo. Yin a guy. Kina ye cham the least person ne cham mera na ngalip katadi. Alip katadi which is Australian dollars, which is about 35,000 US dollars. Na jal gati kuluro what was the language Iran used to take this money? What if Iran chirikan ran took 148,000, which is equivalent to 120,000 US dollars. Wo ko yinga kuke chike yen make then invest ede kayunde. So na better low kakanan ko now the online scamming is becoming a major thing. Tunga dir how is it easy? Because ko biwo gam when it is very when it sound good. It sound
good to be true.
It sounds good to be true. And
Yeah.
so find it that how is that going to change and for people to believe in better things?
I think it going to work with that can work critical analysis. Kujoya trust in ourselves. One of the thing Lois scam man is scam. They are using our own people in our community to scam us. Kukene ekichak piran first hand about a year ago.
130, please.
Yeah.
Be friends can be kaping. That's the best thing that you can do to us. And because now maybe something will motivate them out of this. So let's have the conversation. And a lot of people will be coming in this. Go, logo.
Yeah, so Kiralo criminalize law one step ahead, man. So they are using the members of our own community to scam us.
Okay.
Kukene, Achiralo last year. I want to put it on the surface as much as I can. So the project kabalating Cuba, Quran, Iran, we were project lating decadenti. So Achi Yoga, Chile, cái chỗ là cho yo kulel chol kulel yen rana de gati awuni ye chol ye gwiran gwalele chol rana chi Louis Kante go chol le kacha len whatever you are doing lo ran by Maketh first before kitchen at all go kay rana ye gamtin kulel kay so I after chi 2 weeks chi jot kurana chi go go jo chol kulel nge gole ba benen gole walai ko wan ko be rana chi accident chi be yo chile gwala yin keji scam ta jo jamtin gwala yin keji scam ta gwala yin ta dai gwala jo to info era ne area dane kera na chang ja pith gorande ja chol kulel karangi je nyantin gorane jo le whatever you are doing just be careful ran men ai chal mi jirmi gwaja ti ku ja gwaja le ke yen ga chen le grande gwaran jo chol ku ja le yen a chil le yen ba careful ran lo ku do lui e chal ken mi jirmin go jele wow jo le yen I never thought in a million years ye ba long do ne le ran le ba do gi jiken le chan we you seem to be ngari gwalel tuan e chol lagin we have a feeling yen ke loiku in ki kurbu ku violated kwan e chol lagin ku le yen lo chra ba Maketh That is what we mean. So we have this feeling. Gola yi wati wacha jo palwe wacha jam tong board. I look kai ngadi kai dedi. Gola kai yen nge ki ye chola yin gru yen. Whatever you're doing, lo run by Maketh first. So ki loiku, we have a feeling you lui kon, but yin ki our friend in chukurbuku violated. The kitchen ki loy, the kitchen chikorba lo open tonga. Oh, so kita win jang deng chanko. Coning, the criminal are using members of our community, and there is this mentality of get rich scheme. Tau, koi kwa yelwel yen bu with be ko doi will doto. But there nothing achieve at when bena ko well bela lui double bla beno. How is it going to come? You know?
Ke man ke ne ke chatie ko je ken kulela bake. Na yugranin kulela okay, I will take your 1,000. Kuyena bela did another 1,000. Kuchiti kulela okay. Yongo ki yega cheke when the gola bay. It is a very shocking thing. Number one again. Na jokulo do coming back now to the business aspect. In Maketh. Chairman ne chinelwel all of us man chairman na barman ko cha lu uber. Men are trying their best. A year and you kala bentere loy ko bi gulo muba. Na in keta ne man diare tang walk to Australia man diare kana lu cherka kana lot to disability in keta ne rorea. And that's why you find now a lot of crimes are talking you are because me I can coach don can cake. And that shows that we are at a verge of facing the reality of when you will I believe people are going to have legal cases. They are Pani Junuba Sudan there is a need because manayel wela ran benalo ranan piobo untinde belalo Pani Junub. Then there is a issue. Where are you getting the material? And now those material, what is the level of taxes that is being Luika tax a day at the border? Now, very a lot were ranchi chadi Juba. Funny thing was happening, Juba where I may be wrong. Somalia majority in Somalia kujala Arab. Yene kanang the building material and aboyom jima. Kuboyom jima you cannot buy a timber. Before Taro, you cannot buy a timber. Everything is closed. Now, Lord, you cannot even buy a metal. Kuka ye koi ka ye lwele tene yen chimana de yen eran kor benang to ben kide anang ki yer pio. Elwe na ngela yi Kenya. Kuna nga nge Kenya nomben taad mi a kongo duke kin a convince. Kuna ye lwele ku ya nge kide la loy pani Junuba Sudan. Ka yene ka ran lo kwe kudu. Yin ka chi unde kan ben alo koch. Ku ye undu la yudori pindu le na lete. Bungoloy.
Key enter is a book we are more calculative a little bit, a little bit faith in what we are doing. Iran Jajak Kedang construction very straightforward, but at the same time a little bit complicated. Kenya is safe enough. Question one is Kenya safe. Kenya is safe. Telebini in Kenya is the process of buying a land. But if you follow all the legal procedure without any shortcut, kin you in a very legal way, without any legality. Kuracha land you, eke ba you be ding you ke chayi ke coach. Kiyen number 2 e koi win ke yiken. Men ko ju men ai pio ba men ku iran lo kan wen ba yun un ka Kenya wen ba wo un ka well un ka cha chi ran yen profit a factor in already. So which mean we run in good, let's say 200,000, for example, because there's a very good chance IE 135 or IE 140. But I mean something that could coach the good rate, you can do it in a duration of about 8 months, which is what you coach. So yeah, it now could be used as a equity, as a platform being equity build. Equity in simple term, or in layman term, in the
Maketh, network do I?
South Sudan. Okay, pingaman.
You are coming back. You are coming back.
But do pinya kwete mena pintin, lekin ke ka balwe la ya le kula yen. Ying the wood a more beneficiary than buying already standing house. A chan ying the wood gun lebu yin mane 200,000. E gun rega yiran about 130 or 140,000. Example yin just roughly example. So can you ye can in pial adera lebe yi kalwel ye. Number 2, the fear of the property safety in Kenya. Ajaki Louis Priest or Cape.
In Piang, I
Okay.
look at
The fear of property safety in Kenya. Here in Kenya, where people go wrong during the purchasing of the land. I catch due diligence about all the legal procedure baga polo, because there is really a very good chance that you can get it wrong. But the can step which are taken, you are safe. So is that if it is possible, build something in Kenya. Lakin ala daman ben mi daman binto on the ground, you will apply for what is called collateral. Not collateral, but equity. Where you can go to the bank, what is in that house, the build into that house, to go and do something that you can go and overseas by yourself. So step can be taken. The reacting command is that Niti wa laka diedro, you have to find a way link back to the continent. And the way you can link back to the continent is doing some of the project like the one we are doing now. Let's say today and man the one day 18 years old. Kula ka dega ba yi wona ye ka man ka be in Africa. Kula yin man ka ki yi ko ki. A ki du chen ku de part time tin den McDonald ka when they ya mari. And man will learn the process of how to build. A leto mi awon laman because it will change his life and it will change the way he think. And it will be a very powerful lesson that they know how to make money and they also know how to build. So Kidi Achai will just build one house. I will teach your children on how to create wealth through real estate by doing it, whereby you can actually mentor them and you do it with them. A very powerful lesson that you can be able to give them as a parent.
Hey, and up in the break room, let me get and be kukul there on a band play to be napping. Hey, and about nyai screening, like let's just try.
I'm traveling to town of Nakuru where I'll meet Maketh Kuer Koor, one of the South Sudanese Americans working with Centerpiece Global Partners. Centerpiece Global Partners Limited was the initiative of former South Sudanese lost boys who live in the United States and Australia. Maketh, who owned another apartment in the eastern part of Nakuru, saw another opportunity, and that was when he convened his fellow South Sudanese to invest in the project. The team of 45 members collected little money to buy land in Kenya and build a small village. They were able to purchase land of 12 kilometers in the west of Nakuru town, just northeast of Njoro town, in 2016. When the Centerpiece Global Partners bought this land in 2016, it was empty farmland. Maketh and his team were determined to ensure that the 5 acres of land were turned into a living space. The construction of the current 20 homes and the fence started in 2017. This allows locals to find jobs for the last 4 to 5 years. 20 of the 28 homes were completed and ready to be opened to the public on 18th of December this year. The grand opening is expected to bring the governor of Nakuru County and other dignitaries who are invited to the event. The development of the Centerpiece village attracted new development to the area, and soon Nakuru West will be a growing part of the town. As it appears, Centerpiece village
and we can be able to appreciate. So we actually put a lot of work into it. The only thing lacking here is the air condition, and you know, in Kenya, the weather is quite good. You don't need a air conditioner here. Mostly, if you are in the United States, we will say it about 65 to about upper 80s. So you don't need a air conditioner, but everything in it is actually to the standard. We are going to put the sign very soon because it's going to be open on the 18th. It's going to be for Centerpiece Global Village. That will be the name of the community because it's our local village. Let me just come and show you what is in here and the way things have been arranged. First of all, we have a very tight security. If you can see here, you can see actually electrical wire. So after dark, we turn the light on and it becomes like energized, active. So you cannot be able to jump over. On the top of that, the entire community has been wired with a CCTV. You can see 2 of them over there and some of them on that house. There is about maximum of about 4 cameras surrounding the entire community. When you come here, we have a wall, Kansas City, wherever you are. Really big. It is quite of investment in the term of the material. So,
we are back with Maketh Kuer Koor we get an ba canting to winto to entin ku kichu ke chelo ne terken ku ke village to en ku village dato village manene to ke in a chol legacy. The reason why we are here today, first to encourage Kowin ke toke ping Kowin ping ku benang encouragement when I deke loirot ku bujal to kala then wabenang a bit of a random conversation. So yeni make nanon ke business idea when bale coach or any principle that our people should put into this, and then we will go into random conversation about we go ko Junuba Sudan ku pida wana ko ka air ku pida ko to buy, and how can we survive all this? So come go on.
Ayana patareta keto ina janga deng kichu achieve ko South Sudanese nationality. It give you a passport, just a passport we have obtained as a country. But kicho nation building, I'm going to kicho jor. And for that nation building we have to think outside the box. Our only solution. And in the process of thinking outside the box, diaspora, which chapter 7, had a very huge role to play in that. So the people of our age, what omen and you joy legacy phase. Because can joy legacy phase, I think we catch a belloy. Are really in the population of South Sudanese, quite in diaspora, actually with the most beautiful wives. Janina Laware like a selection I keep land. In Laoku, low quine, you know. So I think Yan Bill give a token in. I think milk cham. I think anything you've done is said. You win a chica chuk, you to the best university in the world. But now the age and double thin man is a time to start reflect. And that reflection is what action are we going to do that will be transformative to the society and be worth it. Ajang deng che ko wan leru to Olympic in Paris. I two combination. Midwan ke la polben almost all of them. I mean ke dir kair. Kurawan ye lui ke lead ye joye luol luol de erander dirair. Enemies match e kawan kero ke golwana kija chip. For example, baluo lumwar. Lami laga selected South Sudan be galwana kaila Olympic. Or bami wana yer bagalum kulara la coach la bay South Sudan be coach ka kaila Olympic. So these are facts. So Chagaman Togo we one society which are two different cultures. But the lineage in the coach which are loyal to that country and to that society. Aman you would think ngadi ke or goal Kenyatta ekdeng en toge long calculation ko ane al yaw get tiang nyar kele yenga loiku. But the end game yen e be bikla by then could be what is being built bila by. The world has become so interconnected. Again in a jam ya uchimi lu move out. Who and one I go to Kumoke and you renta Melbourne ten. Awu ku atao. Prachi achi ngadi tichine ATM tichela botown. Kine jala dulu ten ulau ATM do we want to Melbourne lam yet bay. Yundu doesn't have to be taught to people and adultity in order to make money. That is the reality of today. The Rieko long command is like they need permission. You don't need permission from anybody. Chiki wun chaluele. Economy South Sudan menen Ethiopian, go Kenyan, go all East African, and actually Lebanese, they are playing a really very huge role there, especially on the construction. When was the last time you know what you we need a permission? Who value business panu? You don't need any permission. Who can actually get the more iris? Kina ting menen long chimane Kenya kina yena one rate because of the risks involved in a unity. But it will reach a time by then whereby you will be comfortable to take a risk. They are calculating risk, whereby in the into South Sudan, and you need to do what need to be done, and then you get okay with it. Let's say hotel foreigners document an entity. I you can literally build a project within 12 months. Kichikawan, you can send a fees. You need multiple years to be able to do it. And at the same time, you are holding your breath to low in South Sudan, something that can happen in the middle, kuriyak that before you reach there. Lakin ade will ko lo ke catch. Eka loy, ade griya, ke jigoriya, ade damanti yin. You get your money and you get out. You get yes foreigners like. So aki waiting all outside, I cannot you buy now.
Yen inchaleke Makeda ku Choli is here. Isaiah is here. One of the most transformative action the government of South Sudan is to do to attract the diaspora back home. Whichever state in South Sudan that will implement that agenda shall prosper. In Kulwar, I was watching because Jaguar Media was covering the first conference from the Ministry of Trade. And even when I was in Juba, I attended one of the conferences to Nankoika Ministry of Trade. And Tongakachi Koike chambers of commerce chi raise. Echimana the South Sudanese within the field of business are being outplayed by the foreigners. And na loko benefit to the reality kujalko jama loko by. I will give you example because journalists ke kaya pet ke pana chia. Now, then you're looking at things that are considered in the Western world. Okay, things of a national security value. Number one, supply jat. You cannot let a foreigner unable to pay. Bejat be by jan le watch. Because an anke de chol kulil mood. A libakar. Kuyena chakariat konen ka wagil, riet in a kakumagil. The kachiran mi ake jat. And number one. In kuira lebelure kubelo indol kuler kuye controlling the prices of the oil.
The supply chain, yeah.
Na yawo ekolon on yika kuma Egypt. In kete tonge chira loye jada kela niya jada cha kuma chibe yure etong to engen. Number two, power, electricity. Electricity pa ane kawaja tene tong considered kekere national security. Ek buy a gil. Because in kuch when an kobe pana kim, when an kobe no, kuyen when an ted when a national infrastructure when core 24 hours, 365 days a year, bedilia protected. Bedila protected kube koi gil kube bai gil. Now Naja lo indul kuleli in Boer Town or in Yerul or in Juba. Ran muk generator chok ache man bai. Acha lekin ne kulele yen ran muk car ran muk the building material. There is another concept that is known in the Western world because kokwa akin ka piot palpin ku kuika chimana de yen even in building materials. Ke wesa lui compete can other producers. And alo ni dol ku be chirka du be sopetaj. Ke yen adin jabe tena lebe photocopy. Abedin jabe tena dindun cheleng. A level of photocopy kuto anane ye kawaye nane loy pano we ku kalawa China ku tede yena photocopy kule ichokiti so that you discredit the other business. The other akui ko mana de yen is a national security issue as well. Kimana de yen le bawdi kulo berun gadi ku is a national disaster few years later. Be ko convince ba kuma convince ade.
Keto ina jang de ko
win ko win ko to kimana de yen patriotism is within the business itself.
Keto ina jang de ko koi kwa very innocent right. Kecho innocentness, our people they are really very innocent. The world is very complex. The good news is this. In every major role, le South Sudan, Libyan foreign national, le play, you will get a South Sudanese with the same equivalent of a skill that can be able to do it. Warana law, where my brother is working, and everyone enjoy waste management control in the city of Brisbane. When I see the work he was doing, the only thing to come to my mind was that we as South Sudanese, although we might be a young nation, we will not be behind because of lack of the people with the right skill to be able to build the country, and because of the system that can be able to bring these people. One time I posed one of the work I was doing here in Nakuru. Go in Kenya. Go Bokulu comment will thank you, Maketh, an opportunity to draw this house when you enter architect. Go realize the higher power, whatever you will consider as a higher power, it's also done. Go around local Louis in Kenya inbox. Really, any company, your company profile. Back duane. Go mo in Kenya go la du tongen.
Uh-huh.
Really, got around do not company profile with your Facebook, your screen. I was even shocked that this high profile person actually kaki queen. You know? So achia mo in Kenya when yen cha hire to do me the drawing.
In ka chila to.
Inga contact instead of just contacting me, kaya mo jagran chiten, how this thing is done. So I don't know noni noni insecurity or people are trying to hide where they do their thing. So amani loyala jubaman ade any senior person yala yo keta da bayoge ran do lakini cha yo ke monja because even assessing monjing is so difficult. So you just do your own thing. Awojila on lily round ko on la ko lo grara you know why yelo chikri jilwele. So we are at a phase whereby krijo jilwele. So sometimes you just shut up. You do what need to be done, and you keep quiet because even the your criticism the na valid the problem.
Yen
So can you, for example, you know, example can there construction get more ingredient.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the quarry,
Mm-hmm.
the ton, if the last time I checked, the ton of aggregate in Juba today,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's between $45 to $50 per ton or each cubic meter.
Mm-hmm.
If you come to Kenya, the same commodity is going for about $8.
Oh.
Now, the only difference is the machine will be the same. The only maybe the fuel. The fuel should not be able to let the price of the commodity go up about 5 times.
No,
That is insane.
kichala wo ikwar anchi wachilo suk wachadwa denga kwe. Na jagulo tung konyo ko wo ache konyo sorry. Wachilo melekea. Na loku melekea ko wachare biyo ke gaikan. Can you believe that the same device, one device, anang $20 differences in different shops? Wachilo ko loku tung tok. Gwa yo kana ka $45. Na loku tung ka loku yuku ya 55. Na jokulo tung da gwa yo ka 74. Which is 74 point something, which is 75. Yen something funny, rablo guano matam kitchen. Kujal katije, are you yakatu yakachawe, or is this being regulated? Go rana yok matazach. Madesuk suk zeda. Go dengadol. Now while I yok chimana yen, it is up to the shop owner, the shopkeeper, to determine the price. Another thing, the simple question is, yen if you can sell this item for $50, how much is the salary of $50 now in South Sudan? $50, you are looking at 250,000. Tiento wato with 500. So you are looking at 250,000. 250,000 a civil servant a chidam now. Normal civil servant a chibedom. Manatu at the average, there is no single South Sudanese will afford that. So na lor ku yokena leke yen Kuke kanang power, and the reason why they have power, ke ka alupo la chiyo, kulupo lun chiyo, give them access to to do whatever they want. Lakini ajala kujala you the level of infrastructure went in terms of hotels, you will be shocked. Even in a hotel, and if this hotel were to pay taxes to South Sudan will even not wait for oil. South Sudan will have a lot of money. Na berelo we chairman bihake individuals from departments that are supposed to run businesses. Then when lo wrote online registration and easy and everything, can you even believe that you have to buy a stamp document and renew it every year? Kuna lor ku yokena lo jalul ko those who fix the country are not a president. High technocrats. Iran when you are the only person that can actually streamline the change. But changing a mindset within our community and within our society has to be taken as a very serious thing in Maketh. But it has to be taken serious. And one of the things, can this one thing be wajalatin? I came to realize media can play a very big role. Because then media chabela yoya ni media korbi jong kanisa ku jong keda because the war chabela yoga ya wala ne yoga Junuba Sudan, whereby the media is seen as a power pana west and is a contributor to the development of the country, whether it is when it comes to promotion of the businesses, promotion of ideas and promotion of words. And in Chinatingman podcast is picking up in a very, very, very rapid way because everybody went to hear from a normal photographer, from a normal person that cooks, a ping. But in South Sudan, nothing anyone law into media. They are going into it, but they are vulnerable. They are not able to afford equipment. Manatu na ran undil to. Anaran to ke yen camera. Kuran beke yen camera must be there. Yen ka bedila promoted. It is not going to be about their job. So yen ka bekerin.
Yeah.
That is in media language. That means you have compromised that person. Na lo bena la ke yen media is always the last one. Akayin jal bena la na che chabeje du jalo ya la ke janang kindu. Kalula kinda ni media do na da no bena wa karta ngene man. Ka jalula media ngato. Ngada wo jal ta ka tun ko nan kit. Ku ke na jal ti ku lo okay. Like these two cameras in a $10,000 camera. Queen bila ko 10 hours the kit nan ko kilo or kit kero or kit ke diak. That mean majority of people in this sector of business will not, and they will be vulnerable to compromise. Below a deck and what can media do?
I think one of the thing is media very transformative in transforming the culture. Dia dan o dia ni alaman ane the goal together global.
I think Maketh nang cut. Maketh pinga, you can click and come back. Yen Maketh.
Ngajak.
Okay, yine chumara. Welcome back. Yine chumara. Pingan Maketh. 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 So just go and get Tem could click the link again. Kaban?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So media ina jage very transformative kuyenge yenike the mindset of the society in a event. A loku kwanymo Ugandan menen or mo Kenya or mo Nigerian kulele South Sudanese yegi ready. Eke lo dan di nyale ya we long dan gol to dre la bla gore lor pi ke duke ngadi kalwe representative.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of monjing larger population of monjing di there pay but ki le bene choose kulele kini yene di monjing dir or yes South Sudanese dir because of we make it available online ki yene kuloy media le beden real transformation of the society but it has to be done in unison. The only one media house doing it, and the other 10 have the different priorities,
Yen
and
John
then
Luke,
you are not going to be able to achieve what you need.
John
Yeah?
Luke, we could die awake. Only 55 people in a cheer. Don't you want to share this good message with your friends? So I will actually suggest that Benang to when we can share with friends, please. Because yen ke chol take up yet. Na ping any to kujala kubarele jera na le goma kid go lwele la. Take up yet the when chine de chocha ping yen yinya dinde. Because the chera and ben luya jagu media follow. So you can bring them back by you can share them. We're quite over 113, please. We went up to 100 and something before 180, but only 55 people share it. Yongo. Don't you find it interesting? Please, can you share it? And go ahead, Maketh.
Yeah. So, Kanina Jack, in that year role, the media may bend, but the media has to be intentional, but also do things in unison. So, I will quickly book Ben. Let's say we want to do that, we want to promote the idea that South Sudanese doing things for other South Sudanese.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell we on the spotlight here and here is how it works? This was done by a South Sudanese to another South Sudanese. And it turned out to be a good thing. For example, Lonalu is we find ourselves doing some project for Kenyans. We mean our commodity is good, it can compete in any market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeneket and I went to okay professional. Professional living whereby they encourage this idea of we as a South Sudanese, we are competitive enough just like anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I hereby, in any creation, you go low around the pay, even is a national security risk. When China Luela, Banato Gang, a Luri, one in a tinga, Panichoy, Iran, one in a thing of Israel. Mochi Israel, Mossad went to Iran, they built a factory there and they manufacture the drone within that country. And they bomb it because they gap the unit just sometime when one branch of the society don't communicate with other.
Mm-hmm.
Really very vulnerable. In develop that was even chaka taira ko ngadkin alle bedang even fuel contamination.
Mm-hmm.
Chimana taira wan lo ni India ken it was more likely a fuel contamination
Alwela
in Chiraloy.
ma chin chiten of ya kidene fuel. Alwela chiten.
Yeah, and fuel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So kakina jagin kia touching a very important topic by Ekdaben, and we need to think a little bit straight whether Google Loom from a business perspective or social perspective or governing perspective. We should be comfortable whereby be professional criticism be alone people should start thinking toward that. Be those transformation. One of the old journalists, Chatiwan online, he was training. Really a journalist in 1978.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Doman being a dear la gola ben katum,
Mm-hmm.
ko you boku you So when Bola Gobe, the president of South, already he came out real very angry. Go Bokul really na beweng ben metal ke moike. Go media house at the time go dom. We ate ye lula bo metal ke moike. Go go ku tem ke way. I went to the office of the president le ping. Well, I big choy darich like crazy. Lula how dare are you? Go go little yen little by adding attention. I will when the president ki lula kin go pan ku lula chiti chine lula tin. Ke any mo indoro le bogo ye ogi jien e moige. Rachi ka moy baden ke ethnic tension in jilo nyana into a conflict. Look China Chila go look at Chala la go chi be kanala ku ye journalist ke chi be promoted. So sometime when we kawai members of the society, if there's where we are falling short as a society and as a country, we should be able to listen to each other. We think a criticism out of jealousy or there's a valid point that being put across. So, jagin chale chancha those things take to the forefront.
Yen chatting man Maketh where chalwele, and this is one thing I will be happy one day for anybody to ask questions. You know, during the time what I on law and war covered 213 and Uncle Kuikoch. Chimana they in every interview, not every interview that a journalist do that goes on air. Man jam one yin because these are very light action, there is nothing controversial about it. Yin ka yin walk it out live. But in jam walk with the emerging social media, chimana TikTok, kujala Facebook, kujala anko. Live video ku yoran kene pio ke ku ko je ke chimana de those who broadcast in radio ka TV and ke called the delay. The delay is 7-second concept whereby na jamun Maketh Kuer Koor. Then as a journalist in okay in monitoring jam market. Now you chimana the end this statement is not verified. Could this statement an uncontroversial aspect of it? Come on, after you have to press the delay. And the reason why you press the delay that will give you the time to warn the listener. Kulwele yin kacha che. Or yin, what is the verification that lebeken it out? Now very lebanon tini again make the perception of war chala by even warwen camera ke even ko ure chinyi ko uru ko by barwen camera do kalwele yene wala live ngelo live bar na jale lwel war kulwele ko quality matters. Eke yake tinge man to wa live tene man there are kwela ba ganyo ka jade. There are huge cameras here, two big cameras. This is not a normal mobile phone. And there are huge cameras here that are able to record this and put this together. Now, like for you to have a lasting story, it has to be professionally produced. Ago narun koketier. It has to be filtered. Ago chen kede leriok. It has to be looked into. Ago message you delivered. Chairman public relations. Etong karit nang koko. Balwel kulwele yen na korba jam chimana jam legacy park ku jam centerpiece. Eka chila lwel kulwele yen walk forward ka lost boy. Walk over lo wood ka watch kweda ka chiran tongo walk. Yen ka yen walk wood ka yen walk yik. Ku yen ka yen walk in lo. If you do that, get the man out to yen, the society will consider you ka yin yera anun kuchang. Yen ka yen jam kulwele this is where media and public relations come in. In ka bene jal to ka la betwit ikon ke yelo to ka betwit kuna le tweet e ka belwela kulwela yen we are a number of lost boys that came together and we thought that the little that we could put aside or we double ourselves up to work hard and put aside a little amount so that we can collectively build something. Manatu, that statement will encourage somebody to say, so these 10 or 15 people could come together and do something little by little. Manatu, we can also do that. This is where we're working. This is where professionalism come into play. Manewe wating wache koche or chaban never ben kulwel Maketh Kuer Koor chiran Kuer Koor chiran waren e kwat eran wer ko cherien ka men ne jamba etne e men ne ke en ke ping kwen jama yaran media yene chano acha no I'm promoting him to the point that I am actually building a different and negative aspect of that a yene chin ki kor bu ko pye balang da ben we mit we ko ti lo media we ko e ping media ku ben cool the media is a business ku things are changing and if you want your things to last do invest in quality, invest in the message, and let it be verified by the business people and people with the skill. Otherwise today what be nang topic kunano ran when very interesting now a very good story that you want to share with us. Please any good story manyanga thinking around tunko you do that we call understanding of tax system in US kon anything kunang time please I will as from now onward I will be engaging people with ideas that can transform the society more into can we change somebody's mind anything positive it's a business only a good chakano nga kokol pia the sukuldu walking jamia walk on the market watch it dry chucheng I think we need to come and talk about our madodo because
Well, one of the things when my brother welcomed me, coach, it was a very emotional story. Feel good drive was a really very tough life with a lot of humility. We came from a very long way, and this is why this is why we really we need a very happy ending in our journey of life. Members,
let me tell you this story.
well,
Let me tell you this
yeah,
story and I'm going about me. I'm a funny, not funny, but I'm a very human being that how I do. You know when I Anbo Kakuma 2000 Anbo Kakuma in 1999. Pay date 18 pay theokro. Kayanan culture wherever I go. Kichirko arena tinga and get a United States. Hey intentional. Wherever I go, I have a culture. Minake, my father taught me. I move. Yen ajali alar ko chad ka kuma golo ku jal gol chulo gol town. Tek nwere ku be ku te kan ci tege dun ci ko te na ba bete group 8 kan group 7 abala tol. Kula bala la wol go ka kuma go gol pinyi kor from core to core on my first trip atok. Now on kan boku jaben lo indul ku jala group ko mine. Anchilo group 1 egal zone 1 kular group 4 kular group 2 kular ban chat kujalar zone 3 kula jal zone 3 lar zone 4 go I came up with the idea yena ran je jamerun ter but ko mi terere akwil choke yig period that was year 2000 yig period how that's how ku ko about me I investigate a lot yig period my mom
yeah.
is in the camp gwalola yenin mama an bijal amblo mine in India gwalola kor and by that time an lupana came at Kakuma Antibengu Yoloi on the 15th of January 2000. I started with IRC. Gwalwele, despite me working and Korbala, Gwaben group or in Gwaben group or
Okay.
in Maketh. But
Hmm.
my cousin a little Paul Paraj at Chicago now. Yen and an in one yen. Kwan Korba e grumilo almasisi e kege yikeda. Now on Gwala we are learning a mere the chol steam. Ache me den ekden on a chola kukwat.
Hmm.
Akwa jakan cham na steam kay
Hey,
steam yi lum ka wete ku jalum ku jalta ku akwa te wala le
eta kubu.
ku jal kumnom ku jol twa na la ka jen jara tal so ku nyoy piny ku chamane ke career ku. After 2 months, I have observed what I want. Because then che jam ke kwe. Na lar ku jal pire los boy na lo pom ken liu. And one of the people who celebrated. And one of the people who celebrated because I have seen something. Majority of the lost boy enemy they don't even want to see other people's mothers. So their life was totally a
Shattered.
story, a bad story.
Mm.
Now,
Mm.
na be lost boy jar can be the observe. By that time I panakim. By November and December of 2000, Kakuma got a very serious crisis. We end with a very serious malnutrition. So Panakim Manene Unumi, they're supposed to be at 26 beds. Go now over 150 kids. Kuyene kachi nurses a meeting. Emana met ben can met. Diar kogdadu met by. Achiran win man de, man thin core. Come on out to man the core Ameripanakim to come and look after the sick kid. Come on the Bogu Dombich.
Mm. Bogotwai.
In Bogu Dombich, I caran on a chol in Kachina Michael, Ruben Michael, a few boy. A whip to Katan. Mon Kawaja on a chol Michael. Na ber prime
Mm.
Japan ber bena ne chol Shiro Mori. Go Shiro Mori a chen ko bito kero. Prime Minister Japan, I was the next presenting one and chol Dr. Jaguar. This is negative stories kujala pida and the Amadodo ku kinyeji kungo. We need to
Mm.
to motivate to
Because
to motivate
uh,
and go back.
Jaka, I think,
Go ahead.
yeah, the society, we came from a very far place. Even it on the Daman on to school, kadang school when each on kuch boarding school.
Uh,
Yani, well, our pupil, who kordadu, yanga turkana yanga lobakanati. Alabaden ke liye de kadang away, who la pew topping, ke laga kor, but being a better, who could be a bad day.
yeah,
So,
okay.
can yeah. So can you get one of the thing the little Gen Z get this war actually one at the time you log it in me the nyan ku e go ta school go mi wa mu ta school but they really don't know the real story. Even when the man on a boarding school uh, we were really very conscious, very straightforward thinking group of people. I remember to on school on to I would jog from number 10, from number 1 to number 10. Jin Kenya ku pol betek ku wi Kiswahili. So one of the things we got kichu on him touting, if we want to do it, we always do it good. Kuke one of the strong cultures. Jackaman on your side, I think you have a very unique culture of you never fear to fail and you never fear to try. And I think it has been one of the unique traits of you that lead to your success. Before Kiwolu quit, I think we met in Eldoret and we have a long discussion how we are going to quit our job. And I think on Kiwolu Ken, there's some of the line and how we are going to pursue it. Chuga Dalamat.
Mhm.
So I think you were the first to go and quit your job. Kujal, Kuja Londi, Jabel, quit. If I knew what I knew now, in the term of the services we are providing and the changes we are making, I think I should have started pushing for this, what we are doing now 10 years ago. But it's not too late. Chagam and Jena then promote promising services to our people without the 10 years one. I think that foundation I think built to where it is today. And that is the same thing to you. Uh, uh, SBS has added a very, very significant credit to your capacity and your capability. Chiman they are body tour yan rana wel kono dictore rede wo de ranji ko rede di twe so ku dictora de ranji ko rede ko pie la kine chele en le yin ke ran pe twen ka rede ale ya ke pe chen ga jaro uje so we have to learn as we go and we have to figure it out as we go in the term of personal growth with the US society transformation we have to learn as we go
e na pia do ko ke lwel ma ke da korba ping tunga ka ke lwel ma ke ten wo ko ye chol South Sudanese wo ko aba go gam ko lo ya na SBS ye na nang me ya pan die ben me ya die ben but ye na I cannot speak up yo ko ko because ke ku ko ke when you work for the media pan tanka waje lekin or che media any organized media organization anan kanke la tinka won yan ko community jam a che londia e just a voluntary ke ya jabe le lekin an support ba ben ku chal ku le ko le kenera lo la America ku kenera lo la Australia ku kenera lo la China ku South Sudan a ku yene ne ke lo to ko lo ra de ken ena lo ba lo ndol niul che ke chalun ter to ngalangelit ala ba ga lungu ber ke chal to ngajen ku to ku do ma me ya di ku la nyu ba ku che ku dera to mana tuan ci luba jam ke ken investigated che mane kaka mit ku kaka diar ku kaka ngo ku mental health ku ngo ke ku ko je ke when I was at SBS and Louis te ke tier ku di unpaid on top of that ku ke to help the community now a jal ben now at a stage where I need to be independent ku ba community ba coin. But the problem with us ke da, and this is one thing that we discuss with you. Na loben ku yen ke kun kan ti to na loben society chairman take example I have this dream which I will reveal in matter of few days. War jele rane chol Madi Hassan jele ne MSNBC. Ebelot and friends kulel baka. I want to build my a good media for the benefit of the society. He has built a very nice media now. I can question a big money that control him, question anything that control him. So you can say anything, buy. Can you believe it? I'll be rala yo on yen man the ato police a jack. And I need you to talk when a police kelwela no. And a journalist. Kunala police yo alo kukanye ka ananto from this organization can a public broadcaster. E ka
yeah
chigam. A chibagambe ba jamone yen kan even by you are to karere. Ke a chibagam. So in chakon. You know kajal diao. Quite people will cry and you cannot help. So ke korbele ko now there is a need because of the chien ye pani Junuba Sudan ka Iran to here we need education almost from every level. Ye temu wa mi kotin akor education e jam. Ye kiyuku cham akor education e jam. Makeda nang even I will be engaging doctors here and dictor by the way nong and dictor to Junub. And there will be a funny story, Carbandil Jamthin, you will be laughing. By a ran ben you go be gura maken man ke ko chin camera chi chuogarani. Aka ye you ben and chi chema wai e yongo gura diene ka chago ya chitinga check him la luel ko gura diene chago ke japanda ye ba ngo ba be gura ben ba e be typhoid ago chola chaka ko chi ko ke chin wak ben ba ya be malaria by a Louis abuse in terms of antibiotics. As a person with a medical background, antibiotics, they develop resistance.
resistant yeah
Kunachi resistance chi develop, then you are not going to be treated unless culturing we ben loyin ku bi char agoyara and
yeah
go walgam. Yang okay in Yerul Kabor katango. Where will they get a culturing machine? Yen lo ku lo indol man tini na iben lortang to gun mi adur in le yen or ploxin in the morning na lo du ala te ku chabela ben when RM de nakin ke in ine doxycline na lo du ala mi ati ke ni intercycline okay akem ko baka ye ben no ken Where are the doctors? And then the problem is doctors are more into business than they are more into ethical operations.
Yeah.
And so where is the cockage? Can a corbin a koi pure kulula yen akim? Kim a chin mechanic a chiri andu le yen mechanic now kulodu. Kain kingade.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
ya going win matter of few days, we friends kungo. I will be calling for your level of your support. Ku kabaya ba juer we in days to come. Lekin ke kar now na non ku koin koch. Na non ko koin ko to ke ya ko to ke in ku nang time I will be an ngur kan kin program can put out ke then am deal nang a weekly programs either once or twice or three times ku yena brand to ka be che man to wo ku jam ku cha kor ke won ben ko ben ke dia ku ngo agolo ko nim na mi akol karande bere bay ku ke ba ya lo ira ne ba chier ku na nong anong to win ben European thin and I will even talk about this idea. There is another concept jam in ma ke young waka lwela na chairman to work Facebook one alwa you are making money. Koko are not familiar with the concept of organization. Ko ye pay pages kwan ga tonga jengo ya ko to pinyi South Sudan. South Sudan is not categorized pinyum ke part of the business ke community. Mana to yinera antu ka bai luwe. Lekin if I turn this now to English, kulwa 6 months can peer because it will become can peer then I will be paid. I will be monetized with good money and the peer commission of changing our own people is gone. So sacrifice be data in a that it is because they need bigger coin. But and I thank you for conversation always. And if you know we do not care about but to ko jam 1 hour and something ko babela ko ka kun kwanya.
Hey, na pat jana ya gun chale jaret. I think platform do very helpful to the society with your transformation. Key and try to ask for I kor bangi. Don't hesitate to reach out. Monjeng way very ngadi generous with the information. So the information we cover, don't hesitate to ask all the time. And I think community wouldn't enough professional that can be able to answer a question. One of the major problems you been in the health field man, is misdiagnosed hello rapid juba. Mani ran a cancer you kwan go a little typhoid, kulega malaria go typhoid. I daman baden you cancer jula kashibu. You arrive at step 4 and then you have no way to help this person again.
Where the kichi sada macha dengi de chelwel. Where
Uh,
tigi okolo are ka jama lwel yen goya mentin kur. Mentin kur. Abeji ti abat tik. Abeji ti abat. Akoy mo che akoy urinary tract infection. Yen chitu ti abat. Gwa jalo pia die yongu ran ben yen laki na mukila ben yen ran wala nong yongu de. What is it that? So kilo rat ke misdiagnosis ne kuba mabijal to ke yen. I will give you a very simple example. And one of my family member at one. And now put poison. I'm awake actually. Go lo kutule jango. Gwa jalo la kala lora kim go lo ye chol St. Luke. Ajo St. Luke go lo kulum 2 vial of blood. 2 vial of blood. Go lo na theater. Na le tin Maketh ke be la ben ke datam ka yike yade dia. E la ben ke typhoid. E ben ke malaria. E ben ke gura. E ben ke brucellosis. E ben ke ngudi ne ten. Go be go ko kwet. And for you na era nang nana era nang medical background. Kede mi malaria chan ba smear lum tang malaria. Ku jola ke chol widal test. Ku brucella. kujala yen anang different reagents
Of testing.
yen ka testing na jal ban lo indur kujala jalo longa dilum gura na un ga jal golo kala yen dictor is this a gastric ulcer kanong another form of ulcer golo ke gastric golo so what is the condition of the intestine golo is getting bad golo okay
Uh,
have you inserted on a camera to see that no. So did the blood show you?
because you cannot see in the blood.
Yeah, so did the blood show you that? Golo no. Go and talk to the technician at Victoria Telepunya. Now like your technician, are you Gandina bana? Yaga lwele nang my family member gastric ulcer. How did you find it? Yoko waderi amech. No, we will take out the money for the gastric ulcer. Well, but you have already
Well,
informed.
it's not about the money.
It's not about the money.
Yeah.
You have already informed. Inchira na chayo kulwele ke yinche bae gura. Kugura den chen bae alwele ke bad. So she's psychologically disturbed. Loku number two. Yen we ginche bae tu bae la blata chakalomun. Ku tu bae la blata a chen bebe ke the tem la ban. Ku ke kai nang different reagents for you to be able to test that. Because some of them cannot come out within the time that yen chalwel. Hello, rather. Golwel, are you a doctor to interview me like that? Oh, I don't want any money again. She can go home. Well, she can go home now. Instead of looking at into the issue of food poison, now I could not report to anything, but that was a very big breach. Bere molandi ayoko molandi bere jamela bor alwe ko ye bo town. Alwe le kila la pana kem go yaila yo ke che piu to ko. Gwala molandi yandu piu ato ko ya kemelwe ye na agachi tingo go ke chi chor de computer anchila chwa computer go computer tinga ya chi piu to ko gwala molani chen be ni ya mo jalel le bela gama ke me jamga go yen. So you looking at the society bekir mayar ku bai bete bekon information has to play a role because konye ya biro konye ka pay. Go ahead.
Hey, Nina Jackie Chalwele is these issues what the kicho is social collateral roloy. Chiman ran which you to I'm me diagnose. Okay, in a jack baden way and I'm away by baby. First is that Rana Chila diagnose you, so Bran be like you one thing, so there might be a loss of life in the middle. Ko jorwe ken jorge a jorge. So kun jalo in a jaga very important point. By chira you only from the top, by you from a go challenge. If teacher go challenge, if they do the right thing, ku teaching in panden, goodbye la twing. Look at them on PIA dependent ben. One of the laws was Japan getting some of the activists. Chila Juba ten kuga amuk jirkin dan pew. I want to go. What is the go? What is do you think future of South Sudan? Well, I little pala and chikiri. I want to let few meters like jirkin dan pew can enjoy way. Go moing go a little. Did Kir also do that? Kirin what? So we should be able to think accurately and see how we are going to contribute positively to our culture and our society. So ache kile buwa ran to kin gulega da ran dia ken ran cheria. We need to be able to compare our notes, and I think a lot of low hanging fruit in our young that they can be done. Things that don't need
Dollar ke dollar jiran yo anjiran yo kada anyuran ka bo traffic abo when some time back ran abo ke go go ran churta kada traffic go lo ko gane pi ke ba ya ka
Sorry.
ke ba ya ka e borger ke ba ya ka nura kul chabatul ke ine res na go ra chute go nya ko ga ja go lo no cha ke chala go ja lo go ja lo ye nur ke du ye na lo nu de to kala ke dilma de ke to du
Check
yiro
it and raise or anybody.
achin ko kori the only thing in a carry speed now na jala lum che nyin ki ne jal nyaay man ku jala ko luma la ka blo ko la ya kuma kirma ya yin ga ken gudu lo go ta jay wen asa go la ga che ta jay wen ke dien kar ba lekin nur de nde we ke de cho cha cha and this idea can yellow we have to compare our notes you know by na chinga lo ko lo ndola la ku jol no mum ka chinda ye nga ba go kirma ya ka ba go but yen the problem is here and ku kidu lo whether ye bolin ci belo indol ku mayin because makeda konyen is a civil matter and ka ya tell some lawyers lawyers when lawyers ka
Yeah.
pana when did it become a crime na yen financial agreement ka amda wo ku yena wo ke den ke why would I go into prison for 6 months a crime e cholngu ci penal code ci gorno
Yeah.
aka yino indula ka yilo ku lele nga an ko Maketh Kuer Koor akor beket ko ayino ko bolit yino ko yin bolit akor beket ko kegem
Yeah, you make up your own.
you make yoru kegem bolit ah rano ku jala ket ko ka bijam ku lele non kir ma yar che yong ku ka che kir ma yar che yong go ya boli go ya rane pio jirano ku lele yini nang right baran mai ran ko ni kara
Yeah.
ya ko nya che e chi kwal na ne kwel un ka then that is a crime committed lekin alo indul ka then that
Yeah.
the civil matter yeni yo ku la ko na mi dul ku le kan lo this is where education matters we're coping and we will be giving you
No.
a in days to come and I think
But the one of the lost boy, Jilo Dom.
eh
You are then. So I wouldn't get Dom Yana and Roy Kira logo two boko be go pull you put Dom. I
eh
wouldn't just think like that. Well, young chini Adam Kawan, Chiki gulo ci ti la ni ti lo ri la ki na lo ra ye ki cha lu separate gni nyan gen gola ye gen na ko jigen a jin a cha no mi pandu a che ki police matter so ki joy learning of rule of law
iran
eh eh
po
eh
mon po kenetik mon po ken
a che ki ko ra kuma tin gen
non ko koro kuma no yi ku kirma yara pel go dol ju e yira na lo ndol ko jala lo ndol wala ku na chala ku nye nyoy ke la doni we thier ka we lo ko don ku 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 we ke ti don we ina power baran to je cover or baran to je sejen yang e mai wa the yong ma je ci banya nang banya lu ke tim chogeti yig long in a urban area aketun korbele kir mayadin ku jala the new chief justice bay winto in the urban area achen kiben ke bicha look by the traditional chiefs because they fall within the urban legal system manato if you commit that is of a civil matter it become a civil case ku yiran na iran cho ke lum ko la bay belung de la luba so achin kiche ko nwan pani you know but we will talk about this. We will talk about diaspora. We will motivate and we coping. Ke ba lom ke tang market ke jala my recommendation. Market na Iran kin kan you we have known market for a while, and one of the few individual nang attributes when ko piat bi ko ke deal learn from him. Uh, in terms of business ideas, in terms of his thinking, in terms of his humility as well. Nang very interesting attributes. And one of the people that sometimes I live a mar, but now 1 year or 2 years, and the guy will track me down. Hey, Jack, come on, no. Okay, that's okay. Let's catch up. Okay, well, very jam. He has kept that for years, and he will update me. He will never shy away from project the work. Yeah, Ladim, he has to tell me always kulelian project the project the work, and this is how it goes. So I'm a witness to majority of the things that he has achieved. So when anyone can be proud of him, and that is something that Kawai society. I think the Ben walk yi Mark Zuckerberg ko jala yi Bill Gates ko I think the Ben walk you think they start like this, and when a society rally with behind them and give them especially yes one on call you tycoon, but they cannot explain how they became tycoons. But one we have stories of people who can say when they young kuboku jalku penban korula chairman. I did a documentary about it on Chilo China's kujala leko biology. So a wealth that can be explained aganya gutoke jamala, and this is one thing korko be dead aganya gutoben by it in 2009 go one of his wife go man mitke go ben kujo da dampiat go kede jalta wa yete that was during the thing nyande go jalo kulele yen this is my first time but ke very expensive jalo kulele war ba ki ya ta ba ajwo anane anto ba man de chayen de che kero ko de che ke diak kuku de ko ke diak nan ku kunga mitcha. Well, this is the idea to Anum. So and it was not about me, but nang luxury with me. It was about me being able to transition into a certain level because walk on take walk riage one of me the ko walk take riage jeri when chipiat baben take. That is so recorded and I kept it. That is motivational. So ka we ko stories chirka ka anara we te danara na we ku ka ku beloide anara na ideas ku ka ku beloide share that with those ideas and learn from what they have already done, and let's move and see how things will go. So show a lot of this will be coming, and I think we appreciate you, Coach Wapinga Kul. Here in the over 100 and something, and there are a lot of shows that are happening. We're 104 people. I think you can share it back. Along by sharing friends kuwait you can lecture it, and non cold ku non topic cha benata ke le wo ma ke bala do chen or chol Isaiah toten ku jala ko, and yeah, I encourage we ko nin chen ko kuba nang nin bilaw, because then I will be engaging some of these minds ke barot rum wo ya matin yena wo politicizing things getting worse, but we can learn ke chol pio ku ye jamnum kana ngala mia so in chale me kedit in ba jal pol.
And your viewers, and thank you for giving us a platform. I think it's a very great space, and I really appreciate your viewers.
Ye na pia daret and be music jalok pol ku in kai.
Yeah, thank you.
Wagaba ping to be where my junior dear, Mariaka, man, if you are dine lui producer ja gong media tia. So na era nang dier kenya ke denga ku to ti ku jala team they can produce your song. we cha kele we ko ping and jan den chenko ne ajago media so yena pet we cha komot ku we cha ke le we ko je wo ne wan Maketh Kuer Koor lay do na ka ku rane jam gan week hi jang den chenko this is one of the first shows and we will be having a lot of shows coming days and it is part of the community education and part of a big thing to come and your support later will be more important because yen community da whether in diaspora ka back home there is a need for us to benanka you when pure kwa ka coach achen pani ya develop ke ya kuma yeto kena luya develop ko ke chala wo war pani Junuba Sudan. Ena bi ko win ye do wo chen pani ya kuma chok pinyeto ke chen ko ke kutonga karere pin no information because let ko chetki ya yang randu yikule tol ke ni ye de ke ran ni je chin ko pie dundu ba na ping whether ye kuma wala ye ran inde na ngato kanwan ko man pa ni cholo America because ko ye ko to ko ping radio TV chol Fox News ake chan ba ka wani mare because na le na chi ping ku chan ba le no ba ban chok ping na ke ka chi ko chi koch because culture toro lot ku culture ke chol wer che ben chari ku mu ye tin to won to kala ben ke ni chen ko so jam wo ko do and tingi ko ju chena de ko tuet ba ko interview English ko chena de ko tuet ba ko interview other languages, but I have a mission, and the mission is that every nang enough contents when ben be tong again yen can benefit to the owner. I can benefit to the owner, which is the media person, because na era when you're looking after money, then you have to do contents when be none, not check up a country that Americans can listen to, Australian can listen to, Nigerian can listen to, Kujalanga. But with somebody around when talking an idea of a society that korbe pir kubecheng kubekaro ping. That's why I stuck one thong again. And that's why I believe there is a need to talk about things. Because man chino ko information, enough information, because where ga ko gor thong kawaja. And people are not getting dictora gar thong kawaja. Dupio cha jam thong kawaja. But why are people not well informed? It is because the core language thong again. Kujala to gi ko pa Junuba Sudan. Unless you let somebody listen in his own mother tongue or her own mother tongue. So we call this abroad here. Thank you. I will try to fix time and see when I will be able to do some of these shows in days to come. And I will also come up with a project as well that I have intention to do in South Sudan, and that is to do with the radio. Band friends ku Kawun Matkane and we Bagadil contacted. Ku jala ko ito on social media here. Because Kinangubakony has to be shared with people. So we chocolate. And thank you to all followers at Jagong. I think we have made a big rise in the last 1 year, not even 1 year. In the last, from December last year, we were at 118,000 followers. But in the last 7 months, we have added another 120 something thousand. So we are now at 250,000 followers on Ajagong Media. If you couple that with the Ajang Dengch and Kopech, and we have a huge number of people that are supposed to be given products, big information. Another thing I chatting here, thanks to our team in Juba, Denga Kuer Koor, the cameramans. We are also trying to make sure that we produce high quality in terms of audio, in terms of video, and we thank also Facebook is able to acknowledge that now that Ajagong is producing high quality videos for the consumption of the people from HD to 4K is our dream. And we hope you will be with us. This is a journey to transform the information world. So thank you so much. We chuke glech program be I will come back even kije ted ba me come with news like I used to do one as SBS klon lakini ba jal kan ting ba lo twice a week ba lo na ka ba ting so nearly a week and be with us they give us feedback cha wa cha ni ke le ba jo ko ke le ba nya nearly a week. Bye bye. Chukalor ana jande yar kalena koy ke keretana an keretana yar kalena koy ke keret Bye bye. Thank you.